When I first started playing MX bikes, I thought the game was just insanely hard, but honestly my settings were terrible. After changing just a few things, the bike suddenly felt way more controllable. So in this video I'll show you the settings that actually change how your bike feels without overcomplicating it. Let's start with direct lean, because this one is huge. If it's too low, the bike just snaps and oversteers everywhere. And it starts really low, so personally I want to higher it to somewhere around 90%. So now sometimes I just move it a bit, ride a lap and test if it feels better, and when it does I stop touching it. Suspension is one of those things that sounds complicated, but it's really about feel. If your suspension is too soft, the bike feels comfortable but kinda sloppy. If it's too hard, every landing feels like hitting concrete. You really feel the landings in the controller when you have such a hard spring in the suspension. Boom! Almost bouncing from the ground. Actually, you don't feel such a difference, but it's much more oversteer in the corners. What I aim for is simple. I want the bike to absorb landings smoothly without bouncing back at me or oversteering corners, but for me the default settings works excellent. Alright, let's talk about cornering. This one can make or break your lap times. If your gain is too high, you will feel like the bike is gonna tip over every turn. And if it's too low, you will feel like the bike doesn't respond at all. My dead zone is pretty high because I'm playing on a controller with a lot of stick drift. So if I'm lowering the dead zone, you can see the stick drift down here. And you can see on my controller overlay that I'm not moving the stick anywhere. You want the bike to lean naturally, you stay in control and exiting the corners feels smooth. Okay, about driving aids then. There's no shame in using them, but I would recommend not to. If you're learning tracks or still figuring out the bike control, they can help you, but you're not learning how to move on the bike. Personally, I keep them off because I like full control and the game feels more fun for me. But if it helps you to ride smoother and crash less, that's probably a win. Now I'm contradicting myself, but I have 4 driving aids on because I think the pros have them on and they don't make such a big difference. So yeah. One important thing to mention is that there's no perfect setup. What works for me might feel awful for you. The goal isn't copying numbers, it's understanding what each setting does. And once you get that, the game suddenly feels way more fun. So yeah, don't fight the game, adjust it. And if this helped you and you want more MX Bikes tips without overcomplicated stuff, subscribe and go mess with your settings.